On Friday night, former First Lady Michelle Obama sat down with Stephen Colbert to talk about her time in the White House and what it was like to be the first African American first family. "When you're the first of anything, the bar feels higher," Mrs. Obama said. "You don't have room to make mistakes." She added that when she left the White House for the last time she cried for about 30 minutes straight. "It was just the release of 8 years of feeling like we had to do everything perfectly, that there wasn't a margin of error, that we couldn't make mistakes, that we couldn't slip, that our tone had to be perfect," she said. "We knew that we were the moral compass," Mrs. Obama continued on. "So we had to speak carefully and clearly and intelligently, and we couldn't just say things off the cuff." Mrs. Obama's remarks led Colbert to question the former First Lady about the White House's new Oval Office occupant. "As people who took that moral position seriously, and it is a serious position, how does it feel to see the next occupant, at least of the Oval Office? I can't speak to anyone else in his family who seems indifferent to that responsibility," Colbert asked. Mrs. Obama, who in the past has made her feelings clear about Trump, replied that what she thinks doesn't matter. "It is what voters do. The question that we have to ask ourselves is, how does the country feel about it?" she told the late-night host. "I don't think it matters how I felt about it. I've felt torn about it from the day I watched it happen. But now the country has to ask itself, what do we want? What is the bar that we're setting for ourselves?" She then said this: "It's up to the voters now to figure out what kind of moral leadership do we demand in the White House, regardless of party, regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of wherever you are. What do we want our president to look like? How do we want them to act? And if we vote for one set of behavior, that's obviously what we want until we vote differently."